Hello guys, good day to all. This is Mike Padua and we're back to our update. And for the past 2 days, we didn't release any video analysis since the storm is already moving away from the country and we need to have some recharge. Our body is complaining after how many days? 3 to 4 days of not sleeping well. Only 1 to 2 hours of definitely I have a lack of sleep, so I need to recharge. So I'm back, but this time I'm going to close this update. Final one on Typhoon AGHON, Ewiniar, which has left the Philippine Area of Responsibility just a few hours or an hour ago. And this is our English version for this Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. Brought to you by my website, Typhoon2000, Naga College Foundation, and also Aboitiz Power, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Sustainable with You. If you want to know more about the project, just click on the link up here. Or if you're watching via Facebook, go to the description of this video and click on the link towards BPI Sustainable with You. Also, Avenue Plaza Hotel, one of the finest hotels in the Bicol region and in Naga City. Also, the local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor Nelson Legacion, and our Honorable Congressman of the 3rd District of Camarines Sur, Congressman Gabi Bordado. So let's begin with our update. I'm gonna show to you now the latest flash animation from the University of Wisconsin Tropical Cyclone page. There you go. Tropical Cyclone, Typhoon AGHON is now connected to a departing frontal system up way over the Kamchatka Peninsula, and it's been dragging the storm towards the northeast, and also in partner with this high pressure steering ridge, which is pushing the system at a speed of 35 kilometers per hour. And it has intensified just a little bit up to 130, but it is expected to further decay. And maybe tonight or tomorrow, it's just a severe tropical storm transitioning into an extra tropical cyclone. An extra tropical cyclone is a tropical cyclone in which when it encounters a frontal system, its characteristics from a warm core environment into a cold core environment will take place, meaning that the energy derived from a tropical cyclone, which is warm oceanic temperatures, and into an extratropical cyclone wherein the energy derived is coming from cooler environment. That's why it's already transforming. It will become a part of a frontal system. And we have some good news to the Philippine Islands. We have now the start of the southwesterly wind flow, and we can call this as the weak Habagat. And within the next few days to about 1 to 2 weeks, the start of the Southwest Monsoon will commence. And we have here an area of surface trough just to the west of Ilocos region, and we are keeping an eye of this system for possible development into a tropical low pressure and even into a tropical cyclone. But within the next 2 weeks, the computer models are predicting a 40 to 60% chance of a large tropical cyclone over the West Philippine Sea in the vicinity of Scarborough. So we will observe that, and we will observe that and watch for possible development in the coming weeks. Okay. And the Southwest Monsoon, like I said, is starting to begin. We're just awaiting if the system will form here, and then Pag-asa will just announce anytime today or this week or even next week that the start of the wet or rainy season for the type 1 climates of the Philippine Islands will begin. And we are now experiencing some thunderstorms even in the evening, and the winds here in Naga City, Camarines Sur already shifted from south and southwest, and that's the sign that the Southwest Monsoon is fast approaching. And we could see here back-to-back systems based on improved atmospheric conditions and warm sea surface temperature, as well as higher tropical cyclone hit potential also known as oceanic heat content. So there you go. That's the latest from our fast animation. Here's the zoom in satellite animation showing the storm accelerating towards the northeast. Here's the zoom in satellite animation to clearly explain to you the situation around the Philippine Islands. And if we zoom this, you can you can observe developing thunderstorms in the afternoon, okay, and it will extend through the evening. And there are some here over Mimaropa, over the area of Cuyo Island, Pamalican, okay, Amanpulu, and also here over Palawan. And later this afternoon, some or most parts of Luzon will also experience some thunderstorms, a sign that the Southwest Monsoon is fast approaching our wet season. And also we can also expect some afternoon or evening isolated ones of thunderstorms across across the Bicol region and some portions of Visayas and smaller areas of Mindanao. Mindanao is under influence of a near equatorial high pressure ridge which has established here. That's why the movement of cyclones are more towards the northeast, and if this one develops, it will move again towards the northeast or east-northeast. But based on the computer models I'm going to show to you in a while, this system is not yet, okay, this is not the one, but it's only a trough formed. And also a departed frontal system which left some troughing here. That's why it's increasing in cloudiness. And here's the final track that we issued yesterday afternoon, and since then, based on the forecast, actually it's close to our forecast track. Okay, and if you take a look at the wind forecast for the next 3 days, okay, I'm gonna add these pressure lines. So here's the storm, here's the trough that is trying to develop. We have some southwesterly and southerly wind flow. By tomorrow, Thursday afternoon, we expect the cyclone already outside of Par, actually already moving farther away, approaching the coastal waters of southern Japan. And here's another LPA that's forming over the Gulf of Tonkin in between northern Vietnam and Hainan, and increasing southwesterly winds across the Scarborough Shoal and the West Philippine Sea, while the rest of the country will have south to southeasterly winds. Now on Friday, we expect south to southeasterly winds to prevail over central and eastern Philippines, while over the West Philippine Sea and the western sections of Luzon, it will remain southwesterly winds with some winds blowing from the south as well. Okay? So that's the forecast for the next 3 days. If we're going to extend it for the next 10 days based on the European model, we could see here development of a shear line because of the departing frontal system, which has been following or developed on the wake of Tropical Cyclone AGHON. So we have here another subtropical low, part of the shear line, and the low pressure system over Gulf of Tonkin remains there. And on Thursday, June 6 until June 7, we are now looking at the possibility of a system developing here, but not on the European model. Let's move back on Monday, June 3. Here's the American model. So we have here another frontal system which could become a tropical cyclone from subtropical characteristics. Okay, and if we move this slider into June 4, there you go. It looks like it could develop into tropical storm. And on Wednesday, June 5, there you go, LPA forming over the northern part of the West Philippine Sea. And on Thursday, June 6, it could develop into a tropical cyclone, a tropical depression, as it moves southward, or south-southwest, or west-southwest. It depends on the movement. And And on Friday, it develops into a tropical cyclone, probably a monsoon depression or a tropical depression. It depends because of the broadness of this system. Almost 60 to 70% of the West Philippine Sea, South China Sea area is covered by the circulation of this monsoon depression. Okay, even the Australian model are forecasting it to become a powerful tropical storm. Look at this, to the west of Luzon. So it's still early to tell. Once the European model depicts a low pressure or tropical cyclone that will appear here in the next couple of months, the probability will dramatically increase. So right now it's still 40 to 50% of a tropical cyclone formation. Let's wait and see. And for the rainfall accumulation for the next 3 days, before we move to the wave forecast, here's the situation right now. So for the next 3 days, we expect more rains and thunderstorms across the western sections of Luzon, western Mimaropa as well, and some areas of northern Sulu archipelago that includes Pamalican, Amanpulu, and Cuyo Island. Okay, so most of the rainfall are over the West Philippine Sea because of the development of the trough and the beginning of the southwesterly wind flow that could bring more localized thunderstorms afternoon and evening across the area of the West Philippine Sea, including Spotless and the Kalayaan Island group. And here over the southern areas of Caroline Islands in Micronesia, including Palau, we are also seeing the development of the intertropical convergence zone. And for the wave forecast for the next 3 days, let's begin today, Wednesday. We expect more than a meter of wave heights here over East Philippine Sea. Over the West Philippine Sea, it will be almost 2 meters. While over the inland waters of the Philippine Islands, that includes Sulu Archipelago, Visayan Seas, wave heights here is not a problem. It's around calm conditions up to about a meter in almost a meter of wave height. So there's no problem. For the next 3 days until Friday, we expect same wave heights here, around 1 meter along the East Philippine Sea, 0 to 1 meter over the central Philippines, okay, the inland waters. And over the West Philippine Sea, we expect wave heights of 1 up to 2 meters, while over the northern part of the West Philippine Sea, the wave heights will increase to up to 2.8 meters because of the development of a trough here in cooperation with a southwesterly wind flow. So let's now move to our weekly global topics hazards outlook before we say goodbye. This is from the Climate Prediction Center of NOAA, valid for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now for week 2, valid June 5 to June 11, it looks like the West Philippine Sea or the whole of the South China Sea is currently at higher probability of tropical cyclone formation, more than 60%, while over the East Philippine Sea, more than 40%, and along the edges of the East Philippine Sea and over the central West Philippine Sea, it looks like more than 20% of a tropical cyclone formation. So the heart of this formation is somewhere here to the west of Ilocos region, up to the area of Hainan and the eastern coastal waters of Vietnam. So that's the next possible formation of a tropical cyclone of Bagyo in Tagalog. While for week 3, which is highly uncertain, valid June 12 to June 18, the Philippine Islands from the East Philippine Sea. Now the area of the East Philippine Sea and also the North Philippine Sea, the Philippine Islands, west and east of Luzon, up to the coastal waters of Vietnam and Hainan, and the southern coastline of China. we'll have more than 20% of tropical cyclone formation. So we are now on an active phase of tropical cyclone development since Typhoon AGHON started it. Okay, so we will wait and see what will be the outcome of this potential West Philippine Sea, South China Sea storm. So we'll keep you updated in the coming days. For the meantime, our next update on Friday or Saturday will be the usual tropical weather analysis for the Philippine Islands and the nearby areas of the Asia Pacific. And we will keep you updated on the development of those low pressure systems west or east of our country. From Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Padua saying good day to all. Have a great week. Stay safe always. And thank you so much for watching our channel. God bless to all.